Let's take a look at collecting or storing points inside of Grade Supervisor 2.0. I've got my plan view here, and I'm going to press the Store Buttons menu item from the toolbar. And as you can see, I've got some status information up here at the top. It's telling me that I'm looking at a northing, easting, and elevation of where the GPS antenna is located on the vehicle that you have set up. In this case, we have a pickup truck. And let me zoom in a little bit, and you can see that this is the reference point based on the way the setup is. So I'm going to collect points simply by moving the vehicle, and then I'm just going to press Store Point. Store Point. I'll press it again. Store Point. Stop the vehicle. And you can see that I've just collected 3 points, and I recorded the northing, eastern elevation of each of these 3 points. I used a default description of ground shot, and I stored that information into a file called new points file.gpt. And GPT is an ASCII file, and this just means grade points file. And so this one way to collect the points is to manually walk with a GPS rod or a vehicle setup and collect these points. Well, if we have a site to do that, maybe we want to topo the whole site and collect a surface, we don't want to have to manually sit there and push the collect button. So let's look at what our options are. I'll go into setup. And again, the file that we're using is new points file.gpt. If I click that, it will allow me to access other point files to store into, or I can go in and create a new file for storing the points. I'll go ahead and escape back, cancel. So we're going to be still storing points in the new points file.gpt. Prompt for description. If that was set to yes, every shot that was collected, it would prompt you for a new description. We're going to say no and default the description. You can set the point number range that you're going to store points from. We'll leave this at 112. That means it will be collecting 113, 114, incrementing by a single point number. Here's the description, GS. We'll just leave that description in there, but this is where you would type in whatever the description of the point is. And you saw the reference point at the center front of the vehicle, the way we have it set up. You can also offset that point to the left side or to the right side. And again, this is based on the vehicle configuration that we can cover in a later tutorial. So I'll go back to the center, and when we auto store points, we can do it by distance or time. If I do it by distance, this field is activated and I enter my interval. Right now I'm leaving it at 5 feet, which is pretty close together, but for demo purposes, this will work out fine. If I click this back over to time, then I can enter in my time interval every 5 seconds, every 12 seconds, or what have you. So, but we're going to go back to distance. So we will auto store points by distance every 5 feet. Press OK. I'll zoom back just a little bit and start the vehicle, and then I will go Start Auto Topo. So as you see, I'm collecting points. It's going to collect points every 5 feet. This will auto zoom. Collect. So that's the way we can auto topo and collect a surface. So you'd be driving a site for gathering a surface or what have you. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this lesson, and next what we'll do is we will go stake out some of these points.